Welcome to another episode of Just Talk with Gabe. I'm here, my sidekick is here, and so is our guest. Let's get started. Who do we have today?
Today, we have Peter Pan.
Wait, for real?
No, just joking. We have award-winning actor Jordan Nash, who portrayed Peter Pan, in addition to some awesome, amazing other roles.
Yeah, can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to hearing about how he got started.
Absolutely. But before we get started, let's give a special shout out to our sponsors, Fade Life Clothing and BCK Online.
Fade Life Clothing is a unique clothing line out of Atlanta, Georgia, geared towards those who love intoxicating style.
And BCK Online is a digital online magazine that keeps you in the know, up to date, on the lives of young entrepreneurs, entertainers, rising stars, parents, and much, much more.
All right, guys, go grab your snacks, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Jordan, welcome to the show. We are glad you can join us for an episode of Just Talk with Gabe.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
How are you? How's it going?
I'm doing good, but thank you for being on. Congratulations on your recent award victory.
Thank you.
Now let's get into it. You are an amazing actor. Tell us how you got started in the industry.
Am I an amazing actor? Oh, well, thank you. How did I get started? I was like 4 or 5. I was super, super young, so I don't really know how I started. I was just tricked into thinking I was going to playgroup when I was actually going to drama classes. But I started then, and I got my first role in a feature film called Dom Hemingway, which I played Jawara in, and that was the role of Jude Law's grandson and Emilia Clarke's son. So that was my first role, and I've continued since then, and I've been enjoying it.
Right. So
That's wonderful. That's awesome.
That is. What is your favorite genre to portray, and why?
My favorite... I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't have one yet. You know, my parents joke Kevin Hart never turns down any job, and I'm so I'll take any job that comes available. I'll do anything, really.
All right. So off of that, out of all the projects, which has been your favorite and why?
Which has been my favorite? That's a tough question. My favorite has been Come Away, because I got to do a lot of stunts. Because I haven't actually been able to do many stunts before Come Away, and actually Aladdin. So Come Away was my favorite. I did a lot of combat in that. I got to fly, but that was cut out of the movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes in this acting society. And in Aladdin, I also enjoyed Aladdin because I got to fly on a flying carpet, which was but that was great fun to do anyway.
Yeah,
that sounds fun.
It reminds me of when I did Godzilla and I was hoisted up in a crane flying around.
Oh, cool.
Like, I love doing stunts like that.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Great.
So, if you could write the perfect role for yourself, what would it be and why?
I'd probably write a soccer movie. I love soccer. I'm a big Manchester United fan. They're the best team for soccer.
Yay! They really are. Yes, I love Man U.
I know.
So yeah, I'm a big soccer fan. So I'd probably create a movie that was like someone who wanted to be a footballer, and I was playing that person, and then they went on to play for Man United, and I'd involve all of the Man United players as well. So that would be my dream role, or something I'd write for myself.
Well, when you do write,
even though I'm rubbish at soccer.
That's okay. When you do write it, we will fly over and I can help you guys. I will carry equipment just to be on that set. So
we've got this on tape, haven't we? So you can store this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can count that. And
I heard another voice in there.
Oh yeah. So Jordan, introduce us to who else is with you.
Oh yeah, I've got next to me is my dad, Alfie Nash.
Alfie, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi guys. Hi. Happy to be here.
All right.
Okay, Jordan, do me a favor and tell me, who are some of your favorite actors? You've worked with so many amazing actors. Who are some of your favorites?
I don't really have a favorite actor because I feel they're all different in their own ways. They all have their own tricks that they have, and they're all great in their own ways. I mean, I don't watch much TV and music as well. Otherwise, I find you get influenced by those that you see in the industry, depending on what you're doing. And you think, how did older musicians in the past, from like the 1930s, where did they get their ideas from? Who influenced them? They probably didn't get anyone who influenced them. They were just probably creative. So that's what I try to aim for.
That's a good answer.
That is
a great answer.
As an actor, what has been the one thing that has helped you in your career the most?
I wouldn't say I would have one, because most of my experience, I'd say my experience has helped me a lot, because I've worked on so many different projects and you pick up different things as you go along. So I'd say my experience has helped me learning throughout my career, and I improve in every project I work on. So I can't just single out one. I can't choose one because there's so many.
Right.
That's good.
It is, yeah.
Now, you made history at such a young age as playing the first Black young man to portray Peter Pan.
I just want to chime in right quick. I love Peter Pan.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite fairy tales.
So when we give you 2 thumbs up, that was a very good performance, an amazing performance. So tell us about that. How does that history making moment make you feel as an actor, as a professional?
I feel absolutely smoked salmon about that. And I mean, it was an amazing feeling and such a privilege to play such an iconic character, because the original J.M. Barrie Peter Pan was a white boy, and ever since then he's been portrayed as a white boy, and I've been so lucky to portray him as a multicultural hero that other kids my age or younger can identify with if they hadn't identified with the other race of Peter Pan. So I find it a massive, massive privilege to have played him. And I love Peter Pan. I've watched all the movies, read the book, so yeah.
I've yet to read the book. I have seen like the old classic Disney movie though.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
That's awesome. Now, Alfie, I have a question for you, kind of along that lines as a parent, as Jordan's dad. How do you feel seeing your son portray this iconic character and know that he's kind of breaking ground for other kids to follow in his footsteps? As a multicultural young man, he's setting the groundwork for others to follow in his footsteps.
It's a good question, but if I can throw it back to you, how do you think I would feel? We're all day, and it's a hugely, hugely proud thing to watch, because I think Jordan put it so nicely. You've had this real epic hero of a character that has gone over the decades, and they've been identified as Jordan said, as a white character, and all of a sudden we have somebody of a different race playing the character, and that's a massive breakthrough. And so I think children, boys and girls, they should be looking at this and thinking, oh wow, if there are any excuses before, they should be looking at this and thinking, do you know what, actually there aren't any excuses, there aren't any chains. I could be any, of course you don't need to be another Peter Pan, but you could be absolutely any character that you've dreamed of being moving forward.
Right.
So I'm glad that Jordan has been the person to sort of open the door. I'm really thankful to maybe Brenda Chapman, the director, for deciding that, look, do you know what, this doesn't need to be a barrier, even though there wasn't an original intention to have the script written for the family to be Black, but for her to look at the script and say, do you know what, why not just go with a mixed race family and a Black Peter Pan.
That's awesome.
It is.
That is amazing. Hats off to her.
Mm-hmm.
It's really neat to see multiracial kids opening the doors, and like you said, it sets the tone for kids to look at them and say, hey, I can do that myself. There's no limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Jordan, Tell us what your most memorable moment on set was.
My most memorable moment on set was the day I filmed a scene in Come Away, and this scene was filmed by a real lake, by the way. Cold day as well, of course, in England. Cold, raining,
Wow.
and I had to go into this lake to save my brother, and not giving too much away.
Mhm.
And so,
Well, it's okay. They've seen it.
oh yeah.
They've found out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, they had to film the scene with a crane so they could get a bird's eye view, but the camera and the crane got wet, and so they had
Oh no.
Oh no.
yeah, and then they had to use a hairdryer to try and dry it off, which of course didn't work. So they eventually cut the scene, and it was so depressing because it took such a long time to film. And
Well, it was
Wow.
so much start-stopping, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were in the water for so long periods of time, and then out of the water, and then back in again, and out. It was hours of just in and out, and then eventually the whole thing just broke down. The camera broke. We were
Oh no.
each other like, "Are you really going to try and fix the camera with a hairdryer? Are you serious?" But they had no other option. We were on location in the forest, so
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
it was desperate time.
Yeah. Desperate times
Yeah,
call for
desperate times.
desperate measures.
Call for hair dryers, apparently.
Yeah.
All
Costume
right.
department. It looked like we're coming to the rescue, and it didn't work, did it?
Wow. I could say, I mean, you know what? That is actually a comedy in itself. So
Yeah.
you guys take note if you and Gabe can write a comedy on that particular moment.
In honor of that dead camera,
what color
Yes.
we're gonna go
you?
to commercial break for a sec.
Okay. Well, Jordan and Alfie, would you guys stay with us after commercial break?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay, guys, we are going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show, everyone.
Welcome back, guys. And if you have not downloaded the Anchor.fm app,
Do it.
do it and start making your own podcast today.
All right. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Let's get into the next round of questions.
Guys, this is going to be the fun round of questions.
All
So,
right. So first of all, what is your favorite city?
My favorite city is Los Angeles. The reason why as well is because I find it's very child friendly. I feel like there's a lot to do when I go to LA compared to London, especially in Santa Monica, where they have the pier, the parks, and there's so much to do in LA, and of course the weather. You don't,
Right. Oh, hold on. You go ahead.
yeah, you don't get the weather that you get in LA all year round in London. You just don't. It's the complete opposite.
Right. That actually leads to another question of mine. What is one thing that we have in the U.S. that you don't have in the U.K. but you wish you did?
The weather.
Yeah.
You can see that as Brits, we really value decent weather because we have awful weather in England.
You know what?
really?
You know what? I used to enjoy the cold weather and the rain, and I don't know why, but now I've really started to hate the rain for some reason.
And see, I want my ear to get over there and see London and just spend some time. But I don't like cold, so that might
I
not
don't
be a
like
good
the
idea.
cold. I like the cold.
See, yeah, you
Oh,
could
dear.
survive.
I could survive, but the thing is, like in Texas, it's always hot.
Yeah.
So I guess I would value the cold.
Yeah, you know what? If you just sitting in the cold for week upon week upon week, yeah, you'll soon get tired of it. Especially when when they sprinkle the rain in as well. We don't just get the cold, do we? We get the cold sprinkled in with the rain. Oh, and then just when you think it couldn't get worse, then the wind, and it's
Oh no.
No.
one big fat juicy combination day in, day out. Yeah, and then it gets dark at 4 o'clock, and you're just thinking, this is
What?
not where you want to live.
Oh no. Okay, well, maybe I'll just come visit.
Yeah. Stick to a visit. Texas all the way.
Yeah.
Jordan, if you could write the perfect movie, what would it be? I know you already talked about something similar to this earlier, but as for the whole movie, what would it be?
As for the whole movie, I don't know yet because I'm so young, and the concepts would be so immature. So I don't think I could I couldn't even think of one right now. You could ask me that question in another 5 years.
Okay, we'll hold you to
We'll
it.
hold you to that.
It's on tape.
Yeah, exactly. It's on tape. So
it's
we
on
got
tape.
you.
So now it's time for a very, very important question. Now I have 2 of them, but the first one is Oreos or chocolate chip?
None.
None.
Which kind?
I knew you're gonna be shocked. I don't eat chocolates. I haven't actually been introduced into chocolate for my whole life, and I have like allergies to cocoa, so
Right.
Okay.
never tried chocolate.
Well, we understand that.
Yeah.
Gabe has all peanut allergies.
Yeah.
Or actually all nut allergies.
Nut allergies, yeah.
That would devastate you, Jordan.
I hate peanuts. I don't like peanuts. I like other nuts. So cashew nuts, pistachios, almonds, Brazil nuts.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Jordan lives on nuts.
Yeah,
Could you
on
imagine being alone?
I know. Oh my goodness. So Gabe has never, we found out he had nut allergies.
We found that out when I was like 4, I want to say.
Yeah. He had a bad allergic reaction and then it was like no nuts ever.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I found out I'm allergic to walnuts actually.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I get it right.
Isn't that weird how you can eat all of the other nuts and then just that one you can't have it?
Yeah.
That's so strange. So you can eat Gabe's the nuts that Gabe will get, and then he can eat your Oreos.
Yes. But all right. Now it's time for the second important question of the day. If you could take 5 things to a desert island, what would they be?
I would take food. Does it have to be one food? Can I take lots of different foods, or should I choose one?
No, you could take lots of different foods.
Yeah. Put them all in one section.
In general, just not peanuts or chocolate. I'd also take water. I'd take my laptop, a Wi-Fi box if I could transport that, and I'd also take my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's good.
I can't live without my video games.
I don't think I could live without those.
Huh?
I don't think I could live without those things.
Oh yeah, those are top important ones.
Uh-huh.
Alfie, what about you? If you had to go to a desert island, what are the 5 things that you would take?
Oh man, 5 things. I mean, to be honest, I'm easy. I'm easy. I'd probably share all of the things that Jordan just mentioned, and just for fun. And yeah, I'm really easy. I'd have to take a ball and maybe a racket.
Okay.
No net.
Yeah. You can do a lot with a bouncy ball, which we do, right? Always. That's all you need. Good old fashioned. Yeah. The last item would be the Monopoly game. I don't know.
Okay.
In the States, there's a game called Monopoly. It's quite a classic British game.
Yeah. We love Monopoly. We've actually had to ban Monopoly in our house.
I remember one time. Yeah, I remember one time we had a Monopoly game that lasted for like 4 hours, and then we just called it quits.
We get brutal when we play board games.
Don't worry, it's not you. That is just Monopoly. Like some of our Jordan. Some of our rows in Monopoly just get personal. We've had to. With some of our extended family members have left the family because we've had. It's gotten that bad, and we don't talk to certain family members because stuff just got personal.
Yeah, it does. Monopoly.
Yeah, it does. Monopoly brings out the worst of people.
We actually
true colors.
Exactly. We actually have these brutal chess matches too. We can't. I don't know. I think it's the competitive nature. We just
I have a chess partner because my mum and dad aren't willing to learn chess, so I have to play chess.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had to teach this one over here how to play chess.
He did. So there you go. You have a built-in chess partner.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Now, what is the one thing that you would hope to see in the future?
What would I like to see in the future? I'd like to see Man United win the Premier League, the Champions League, and England win the World Cup.
Woohoo! I'm there with you.
Yeah.
Pure domination.
Sounds like a perfect
world. If you could be fluent in four different languages, which would they be and why?
My 4 would be, I'm learning 3 already, so
oh wow,
I'm gonna I don't know, if I could learn 4, I would learn 4 if I had another one I wanted to learn. So I don't know about the fourth one yet, but my number one would be Chinese because they rule the world, and if they take over, it would be pretty handy to be able.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'd learn Spanish because in California there's quite a large Mexican population, and
Right.
then I could pre-order the best taco. And
oh no, that's in Texas, not in California. See,
yeah.
That's Texas. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's only in Texas because Texas is like right next to Mexico.
Oh yeah, so it's California, but
like the bottom part of California. Nobody goes to the bottom part of California.
Yeah, and I'd also speak Korean because they love pop stars, and maybe potentially I could be a pop star, and then we could communicate. So that would be cool.
That
would be cool.
And I don't know about the fourth one because, as I said, if I had a fourth one, I would definitely be learning that fourth one right now. But can I choose communicate with animals?
Absolutely.
Can we go with that one?
We can go with that one for sure. That's an important one.
You know what? I'd choose a horse. It sounds weird. Choose a horse.
What?
Yeah, I always drive past horses, and I just think, what are you thinking? So I just aren't you bored? They just eat grass, wagging their tails, and it looks boring. So
that's true.
That is true.
I mean, you kind of want to know what they're thinking because they just sit there or stand there all day. And that's that would be good.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, let me get this straight.
I'd want to communicate with the dog because there's so many. The dog community is huge, right?
Yeah. Yes. I need to talk to my dog.
Yeah, right, Gabe. Imagine if you could just communicate with every dog that was running around. That would be fun.
Yes, that'd make things so much easier.
Yeah. Exactly.
You wouldn't get chased by any dog because if it tried to chase you, you'd negotiate, wouldn't you? If it attacked me, you'd negotiate.
You'd be like, "Look, I already know what you're thinking. Yeah. Let's talk about."
Yeah, this. It wasn't me. It was the poodle down the road.
And see, we have a poodle, and he's a toy poodle.
He's tiny,
and he thinks he's like the main thing on the planet. He thinks he rules the world, which I think he kind of does in this house. But
he's the poodle with
I need to know.
He's the poodle with the AK-47, right?
Yeah, he's so funny. I mean, I wish you guys could see him. He's just like, I these are my rules. You guys follow them, okay?
He's currently asleep next to me.
But Jordan, let me get this straight. You are right now currently learning Chinese, Spanish, and Korean.
Yes, I am.
You are like my hero.
I'm still struggling to learn Spanish.
Yeah, he's. That is awesome because I tried to learn Chinese. I took it for like a week, and I was like, "No, I can't. This is so hard." And then Korean is so hard. It's beautiful languages, but they're just really hard.
You know a few things in Korean.
Yeah, I know a few things in Korean, but not like to hold a conversation.
Yeah.
So hats off to you, kiddo. Mm-hmm. That's just awesome.
Well, thanks. I'm still learning, to be honest. Hopefully
where
I can actually talk with them, like my dad would like to communicate with dogs. Yeah.
I'm with your dad. I want to communicate with dogs too.
I just want to hold a philosophical debate with my dog.
Yeah, I don't think you want to know what Charlie has to say.
I do. I need to know what he has to say. Anyway, moving on. Jordan, what is the one piece of advice that you want to give to kids who want to become actors?
Want to become actors? I would say go to as many drama workshops, drama classes as you can, whenever you can, wherever they are. I think that would be great to learn different things and take all the advice that everyone gives you, because that will help you when you do get your role. And also, remember that you're not going to get, you could be lucky, you might not get your first role. You could audition for 30 roles and you get one. So you have to make sure you're patient and enjoy the process. I know it's like a long, long, long process waiting, but you've got to be patient and enjoy yourself, guys.
That's awesome. Now, Alfie, as a parent of a working actor and a musician and just kind of overall Renaissance man, what's your advice to parents?
I think just to support, the advice to parents is just to support their children, and just try to make sure that you, because the one thing that I guess the kids struggle with is trying to organize themselves, and the issues with time management and trying to fit everything in. And a lot of people often ask, oh, you've got all of these, when you get these scripts come in, and, you could have, 4 or 5 different scripts sometimes coming in a week. And you're like, well, where do I find the time with all of that? And you suffer in silence often. But kids can, they've got schoolwork to do, and Jordan's the same. He has schoolwork to do, even though he's been a homeschooler. People think he doesn't do any school, but he does. He has a schedule. And I think it's just important to support the children in every way that you can. Just support them, whether it's time management, whether it's just being positive around them and letting them know that, like Jordan said, you need to be patient, and just generally being supportive in every way you can. Don't just think, well, they're old enough, they're a teenager, and they can handle it and deal with it. I think you need to be a chaperone pretty much with every aspect of their development, whether it's a school or just preparing for scripts or whatever it is.
That's great advice.
It is.
Absolutely.
Jordan, in addition to all that you have going on, what is next for you?
Well, I'm not going to give too much away or say too much, because what if when we speak again, we won't have much to talk about. Now we've said...
Right.
That's true.
So yeah, for any of you listening, you can learn more about me on my Instagram page and my YouTube channel. My Instagram is at Jordan Nash World, and my YouTube is at Jordan A Nash. So you can check out what's going on, what I'm doing now. So yeah, follow me, subscribe. Yeah.
All right. Well, then my final question is, what is the one thing that you want our audience to know about you?
Want to know about me?
Mm-hmm.
That I'm Jordan. I'm Jordan Nash. I'm a human being. Just know about me, really. Yeah.
All right. Well,
That's good.
Thank you both for coming on today.
Oh,
I appreciate you guys so much. It's been really lovely speaking with you.
Likewise. Like you said, we could talk till tomorrow, really.
Right. Absolutely. We really could. We're going to have to, Jordan, have you back so you can tell us more about Jordan Nash. How's that?
All right.
And Alfie, you have to promise to come on too.
Got it.
Okay.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being on. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Lovely speaking. Great show, bud.
Did you guys enjoy the show? Jordan's a pretty cool guy. I can't wait to play chess with you one day, man. Now make sure that you guys follow him on social media. And until next time, peace out.